I know I'm live. 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 Okay. Hello. 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 It is Thursday. I'm actually supposed to be in California right now, but thanks, Corona. Anyway, I wanted to give you a little mini training session on the people pleasing. Um, when I posted that, you were all like, yes, this is me. I can identify myself in this. I feel this. And then so based on the comments, I was like, okay, well, do you want me to do a live video on it? And you all said yes. Okay. So the number one thing that you can do to stop the people pleasing is shift out of mother energy. Bam. That's it. Video over. You're done. um, that truly is the number one thing. But let me just explain to you what mother energy is and go into that a little bit so that you can understand what that is and why you're showing up in that and what deep down, what does people pleasing mean? So first, mother energy. Mother energy is when you show up energetically. Okay, so think of somebody that you know that's an adult, like they're in their 30s, 40s, or 50s, or even 60s, and they act like a child. Okay, you just thought of somebody, right? So that is how you show up, and somebody shows up in child energy. Okay, now think of somebody who is a child, like they're 12, they're 8, they're young, right? And we call them an old soul. So they're very mature, they're very helpful, they have like the maternal instincts or the paternal instincts. Naturally, that is that's mother energy, or for you guys, that's parent energy or father energy. So when you are an adult and you're showing up in mother energy. Basically, mother energy is she loves too much, she gives too much, she does too much for everybody else, and she puts herself on the back burner. And people pleasing is a part of that. So mother energy is a people pleaser. She's putting everybody else's needs before her own. She's also a big time rescuer. She likes to save people. She thinks she can save people by helping them with, X, Y, and Z. And that's why we get into these types of relationships. And I say we because I was in mother energy. No doubt, I was in mother energy for a very, very long time. And the more I showed up in the mother energy, the more my ex would show up in child energy. Because remember, like energy attracts like energy, they go together. Okay. So it makes sense, right? Here goes my notifications. Hold on. Let me shut all this off. Otherwise, they'll just buzz, buzz, buzz. So annoying. Goodbye. Okay, thank you. um, it makes sense, right? Mother and child go together. All right. So, all right. So this just popped up for me, for you. Imagine a triangle, and a triangle has 3 points to it. If you're my clients, you know where I'm going with this. On one corner of the triangle, you have that parent energy, right? If you're a female, mother energy. If you're a male, the father energy, or you could just say parent energy. Directly across from that point to the other point on the bottom of the triangle, you have child energy. Female, it's daughter. Male, it's son energy, right? And so when you're showing up in this, you're going to attract this. The goal is to be at the top point of the triangle, which is woman energy. For men, it's male energy or adult energy. You want to be here all the time, even when you're parenting your kids. That's also important. That could be a whole nother topic that I could, Facebook Live, that I could give to you. So when my clients come to me, they come to me in this mother energy. Again, that's where I was, right? So the people pleasing is a huge part of this. Saying no when you mean yes, saying yes when you mean no. And I'm going to give you some tips to stop the people pleasing. But truly, the number one thing you need to do to stop the people pleasing is shift out of the mother energy. So here's the tips that I want to share with you. Okay, so let me know in the chat if this is clear for you. Like, people pleasing is a huge part of being in mother energy. Um, and it's the scared child part of you. It's the part of you that is too scared of either rejection or judgment or the consequences of saying no when you mean no, or saying yes when you mean yes. It's the scared child part of you that's showing up, right? Because people pleasers say no when they mean yes and say yes when they mean no, okay? Especially when it comes to the toxic people in their life, or the dysfunctional people, or the people that they're scared of in your life. Those are the people that you're even more so a people pleaser, because you don't want to ruffle any feathers. You don't want to get them mad. And so you walk on eggshells around these people. Okay. That's also people pleasing, when you feel like you have to walk on eggshells around people. So let me give you the tips of to stop the people pleasing. There's a few of them. So the first one is to be authentic. Like, say yes when you mean yes and say no when you mean no. Be yourself, right? And if we're talking about certain toxic people that there's going to be consequences to you being honest, authentic, then why is that person in your life? Good question, right? And if you just said, oh, that's my mom, or it's my dad, or it's my sister, it's my brother, it's my uncle, it's my kid, and it's not good for you. It's not healthy for you to be around these types of people. And I know that may be a hard pill for you to swallow, but it's a fact. It's a true fact. And in fact, tomorrow I think I'm going to pop on here about toxic family members, because my toxic psychotic sister decided to show up this morning on my Instagram. Anyway, okay. The next one is acknowledge your needs. People pleasers don't acknowledge their own needs. They're so immersed with other people's needs and what other people want, so they don't even acknowledge their own self, right? So acknowledge your own needs. Acknowledge what you need in the moment to moment. Okay. The third one, say no nicely. There's so many ways. I think I put a post in here, I'm pretty sure I did, about the different ways that you can say no, right? No, not right now. No, thank you. Oh, no, not at this time. There's many ways that you can say no, right? Kind of like sugarcoat it. And that would be a baby step. That would be a step into you saying no firmly, right? I'm a firm believer in baby steps. I'm a firm believer in just doing the thing so that you can start working on you and start showing up in the woman or the man energy. Next one, practice self-care. Because people pleasers, like I said, they're always about everybody else and everybody else's needs. So what about you? What about you and you taking care of yourself? What about you? So practice self-care, practice self-love. All right, next one, let go of guilt. So there's another map that I teach my clients. It's called the Map of Consciousness. You can look it up. It's by Dr. David Hawkins. And this is a map of consciousness that he created through muscle testing. And it is a cone, but it's the opposite, the cone is the opposite of the triangle. So the cone is the very tiny point at the bottom, and then it goes up and it spreads up like an ice cream cone, right? And at the bottom of this cone, in the muscle testing, guilt is almost the last one at the bottom. Shame is the very last one. It's the lowest emotion. Shame is the lowest emotion that we can have. Guilt is right above that. And that's why they say, I think Lisa Williams? No, I forgot her name. The brilliant Lisa. Anyway, she talks about how shame and guilt are cousins because they are super similar in emotions, but they're not the same. So shame is way at the bottom. I think it's logs out of 20, and then guilt logs out of 30. So let go of the guilt. The guilt doesn't serve you. The guilt also, if you are immersed in guilt, it will bring on pain in your body, because guilt, your body thinks, this is how your body reacts. Guilt deserves punishment, and pain is the punishment. So you want to let go of the guilt. Okay. Last one. Something that I always talk about. Trust. Trusting yourself, trusting the process, trusting everything's going to be okay, trusting that what I'm about to say, showing up in my most authentic self, is okay, trusting that when I say no because I mean no is okay, trusting when I say yes because I mean yes is okay. Trust, 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 trust. Trust yourself, trust the process, trust the man above, trust the universe. Trust is a huge factor in stopping the people pleasing. So those are the 6 tips for you to stop the people pleasing. Now, every day that you don't work on being the best version of you, meaning using these tips and tools, doing the things, okay, like I've said before, educating yourself about toxic people and toxic relationships, educating yourself about all of that, is reading the books. All of that is great. It's great. But it's the healing that you need to eliminate all of that, completely eliminate all of that, right? And I'll share with you tomorrow about my sister showing up again and how I react to it now. So every day that you don't work on being the best version of you, so going beyond the books, going beyond the education and the healing process, you are further and further away, taking yourself further and further away from your dreams, from the life that you are excited to wake up to. So is that fair? Is that fair to you? Right? I'm talking to the people pleasers. Is that fair to you? To today, putting yourself on the back burner, putting everybody else above you. Is that fair to you? And don't you feel like you deserve to live a life that you're excited to wake up to? Don't you feel that you deserve that you can have the life to wake up to, excited to wake up to? And now, so every day that you do heal, okay, go beyond the books, go beyond the education, every day that you do, you're getting closer and closer to your dream life, closer and closer to having the life that you're excited to wake up to. So that is the beauty in this, because the people pleasers, it also comes from your ego. That's a total ego thing. So your ego is always going to try to pull you back, pull you into what it thinks is safe. And so by you saying yes to everybody else and everything else and putting yourself on the back burner for whatever you need, again, this is mother energy. This is you showing up and taking yourself further and further away from your dream life. Right? And so every day that you do say yes to yourself and you do take care of yourself, self-care, self-love, learning, healing, is you every day getting closer and closer to your dream life. And I've said this before, and sometimes I feel like I'm bragging, but it's not about bragging. It's truly just about showing you what's possible for you. 22 years in that toxic relationship, 22 years of me being a people pleaser, me being a rescuer, me saying no when I meant yes and yes when I meant no, me putting everybody else's needs before me. 22 years to have this life that I have now. It is a dream. This is a dream. And in fact, on my wedding toast, through the tears, I shared that with everybody, that this is truly a dream come true. The life that I have now, I am excited to wake up to every single morning, helping other people, women and men, to do the same thing that I did so that they get out of the shit, let's just call it what it is, and into the dream life that they deserve to live. God did not intend, nor does he want you to live a life of heartache, heartbreak, poverty, ill health, all of those things, toxic relationships, all of those things. That's not, you think that's what was intended for you? No, you were born to live a life of love, prosperity, health, happiness. Those are the things that you were born to live. So if you're not living in that, in any one of those topics, you're not in alignment. You're not in alignment. So how do you get into alignment? You just simply heal. That's all it is. You just simply heal. So work on yourself every day. Heal yourself. Heal the layers that are showing up every day for you to get closer and closer to your dream life. It's not that far away. It really isn't. It really isn't that far away. So if you're ready to dive deep into getting really quick results to getting closer to your dream life, getting really fast results to get closer to the life that you're excited to wake up to, then reach out to me. Let me know. Send me a message with a heart, and I will reach out to you. And we'll get on a Heal Your Heart session. And I will share with you what's blocking you, what's stopping you, and why and how you keep creating these toxic cycles and relationships over and over again, so that you can move past that and start working on yourself to get closer and closer to your dream life, your soulmate, anything that you want, anything. Here's another fact. The mere fact that you thought of something like a soulmate or a house or whatever, it is reality for you. It is a reality. You just have to go and get it. And remember, the universe, God always wants you to have it. He's always saying yes to you. So if for the people pleasers who are saying, yeah, I would really like to have X, Y, and Z, but the energy behind it is, I don't believe that I deserve it, or I don't believe that I can have it, you won't get it. It's the energy that conveys. It's the energy. So send me a heart in a PM, in a message, and we will get on a Heal Your Heart session, and I will help you move past all this stuff, and you tell me what it is that you want and what you need. All right, people pleasers, this would be maybe even the first time in a long time that we've discussed, that you've discussed you and what you want and you need. You may even need to think about that question for a second, right? What do I want? What do I need? And get to closer, get you closer to where you want to be. All right, my loves, my retreat starts in less than 30 minutes, so I got to go. I love you. Have a great day.